Greetings, Topcast listeners. Thanks for tuning in to this very special bonus episode during the most recent episode where we interviewed Jarret Cummings from Educause to talk about policy issues around the Dear Colleague letter and TPS and OPM and all that stuff. The conversation was so good that we had some stuff that we couldn't even fit into the normal episode, but we didn't want you to miss out. So this question that I asked him specifically about the lawsuit that 2U has filed, I thought was really interesting, and you might find it valuable in your own research about this particular issue. I think Jarret's insights are always good. So we wanted to make sure you had this. It's just a short little question and answer, but it's a bonus just for you, Topcast listeners. Check it out. Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully the department took those 1,000+ comments and I think reacted appropriately by saying, okay, we're going to just take a pause here and figure some stuff out. And by the way, these things are not what we meant. And so we appreciate that. Another development that has happened, though, in the last several weeks is that 2U has filed a lawsuit against the department around this guidance letter. And I wonder if you could speak to that. I mean, obviously, Educause can't take a side, but sort of what it means, and in light of the pause that the department has put on this, what does that mean for the lawsuit, do you think?
Well, first, I'd like to hit on one of the points you raised about the fact that the department did with this update that was just released on April 11th, do the right thing and do it in record time. I mean, honestly, I did not expect to hear, with the comment deadline being March 30th, I honestly didn't expect to see any public statement on this issue from the department until the end of April at the earliest, which of course was a big concern. We were hopeful that we would hear something sooner, but it would be, extremely unusual for a federal agency to be able to turn around any sort of change in position that quickly. So definitely do want to give the department credit for seeing the feedback, taking it into account, and providing relief in a very relatively short period of time. In terms of the 2U lawsuit, I think the question there is going to revolve around the fact that even though the department eliminated the September 1st effective date, has not proposed a new effective date, etc., it did not use the magic words, we rescind this guidance. So I think from 2U's perspective, they're going to have to assess whether the suspension of this guidance for the time being is sufficient to allay their concerns about what was put forward and what might come out of a process to revise the guidance down the road. And into this mix, we also have to see the negotiated rulemaking process that's coming down the road. And the update provided by the department does allude to addressing some of the issues around this guidance in the negotiated rulemaking process, which is frankly where we would say it belongs. But
isn't that what some of what the lawsuit says, right? That there was a policy being made by a Dear Colleague letter as opposed to sort of the regular rulemaking process.
Exactly. And a number of people who commented on the guidance also said essentially you're regulating through guidance and that's not allowed. And that's a big part of what 2U is arguing in its lawsuit. And so I think the question for them is simply going to be, do we think what the department has done here is sufficient to allay our concerns, or do they think that they need the court to assess and provide direction to the department on what it can or can't do in this respect?